Ciao everybody, Bradley's here, and we are in the miserable and freezing cold world of Frostpunk 2 today. We have hopped into the story, we are into the prologue. This is one of my most anticipated games of the year, and I hope you enjoy it. We're going to hop right on in. This first video, the first part of this playthrough is going to go on the main channel at Van Bradley on YouTube. If this goes well on the main channel, we'll keep it there. If not, the series will move over to VB Plays, which you can find in the description. Either way, though, oh my goodness, this is cold, this is miserable, we're gonna have a good time. Well, this is ominous. Welcome to Frostpunk 2. Frostpunk 2 is a challenging game in which planning ahead is crucial and failure is a natural part of the experience. If you're a veteran of the original Frostpunk or enjoy a challenge, you may try your luck with the officer or higher difficulty level. Otherwise, we suggest you start at citizen and take it one step at a time. Remember, it's not about how many times we fall, it's about how many times we get up. I think I'm gonna start on citizen mode and take it one step at a time. Let's fight the cold. The old dreadnought remains in pieces under layers of snow, but the scattered wagons still have resources inside. First, we must break ice to reach one of the oil wagons and construct an extraction district to use it. Then we can turn on the dreadnought's furnace to heat us. We will restart the furnace. This is mission number 1 before we all freeze to death, so let's hop in there. I'm genuinely in here playing this game for the first time right now. I've not seen anything about it. I've not really heard much about it. I loved Frostpunk 1 so much. That was a city builder. This looks a little bit different right now, at least. We got our dreadnought in the middle. If I go to Frostbreak here, I gotta get rid of all this ice, and it has our resources here. So we have a couple of resources we can get out to. This is oil here, and there's 60,000 oil. Is that a lot of oil? Is that not a lot of oil? Some prefabs? I don't really know what those are. I guess we're discovering together here. I'm trying to be diligent with like scouting here so I can understand the map a little bit. There's, over here 150,000 materials, which again, don't know if that's a lot or a little, but it seems like a good place to head. Also down here, we have an oil wagon, and down here we have a seal colony with 400,000 food, which just seems distinctly more than the food I'd get literally anywhere else. So I think we're going to want to head down to the seal colony pretty quickly. For now, though, I want to frost break out. Can I get to the oil? That's 7 of 8. I don't exactly know what that means. So let's get our 8th one maybe here towards the prefabs we're going to need. And then we'll click check, and that'll work. So what does it take to frost break? I'm assuming it costs something to frost break, but I think it's going to let me frost break twice at the same time. So I'm going to try and make my way to this food here, then down to this oil, then down to the seal colony pretty quickly, it looks like. So it's taking some of my workforce and some of my scraps to frost break. That makes sense here. So we've got the workforce here. We've got our scraps up here. We have our population over here. So there's 3,000 people somewhere in this dreadnought. So I think let's unpause the game here and let's see what happens. So we can see the extraction motors. These little guys here, they are doing the frost breaking. They're getting rid of that ice. Let's go back to normal speed here. So that's done now. I should be able to build an oil district, which is what the game wants me to do. I have 3 district options: housing, food, and extraction. Those are pretty self-explanatory. They have a workforce requirement, so it's 150 of my 1950. No problem there. They have construction requirements. Again, I think we're in the clear for those at the moment, which is wonderful. They demand heat and they demand materials, but they output prefabs. So if I get the extraction district, it outputs 20 prefabs a week, 150 materials, or 60 oil. So I suspect it depends on what you put it on. We're making an oil district, so it'll make oil, but that'll be the output for whatever we decide. So let's go here. Let's get the oil, and then select 3 tiles to construct the district. I guess these 3. I wonder if these can connect together. I don't know. Let's get in there. We're constructing a district. While that's happening, I would like to frost break again. I want to get to this oil. And then how do I get down to this seal colony? Can I just do that right away? Yeah, that gives me 6. I don't know. 7, 8. Build a district down there. Cool. I just suspect that seal colony is going to come in helpful for us at some point. I've just noticed up here our shelter. We don't have a lot of available shelter, and we don't have a lot of available food. We are unfulfilled in both, so we're going to have to work on that. Once this oil comes in, I think we can turn on the dreadnought, and I'm assuming from there we can start fulfilling some of these other needs. But our people are going to be frozen, miserable, frostbitten, crying, all the rest right now, so things aren't ideal. I don't know if there's a big, cost to frost breaking. I just don't know Like, other than it doesn't seem to take that long. So it seems pretty worth it to frostbreak around these areas. I don't know. I'm going to frostbreak to these prefabs, and I'm going to make it up because there's the double food up there we still want as well, I think, at some point. It's allowing me to build a food colony, and I don't really know if that's ideal or not at this point. With this food colony here, it's just closer, and I don't know if proximity to the dreadnought is helpful at all. But I think for now, we'll sauce in... I think we'll just use all these resources. It's 21,000 food there. We'll resource that up, and then we'll try and head for the seal colony. But we'll see what happens if I construct a food district over there. We have our oil district up and running, so now I got to check this out to see if I need to do anything. Let's click here. Oil. As the thick black liquid oozes through the pipes, our people rejoice. Huzzah! They are still frozen, but they are happier and frozen. The carcass of this old machine is a testament to the hardships that made us, but more importantly, it's our haven in the storm. It has allowed us to weather many whiteouts, and it will do so again. We have oil. We can turn on the furnace. Now that's ominous. Select the dreadnought wreck to access the furnace control. Okay. It'll automatically convert oil into heat. Now that's ominous because there's a whiteout arriving in 82 weeks. I don't know what that means. That's probably the end of this prologue, but I'm not exactly sure. Let's go to the dreadnought, and I can turn on the generator. Deactivated, no fuel output, no effects, fuel mix. I don't know what any of that means. Overdrive, I remember from Frostpunk 1, which increased the range, I believe, periodically. Anyways, we'll turn the generator on. Its output is 40 heat. That's the base heat. And it's turning 20 oil into 40 heat. Provide basic infrastructure. The furnace is on. We have enough oil to cover current needs, but the cold will still affect our people until they have proper shelter. Housing will best protect us from the cold if built in close proximity to other housing, or the furnace itself. However, we'll need prefabricated parts for construction. We brought some with us. The rest we need to extract from the wagon wreckages. Easy peasy. I got you. So we got a lot going on at the moment. We're frost breaking out to that double dip that I talked about. We're building our first food district there, and I'm assuming it's going to automatically connect. There's been no prompt for me to like connect the oil or anything, so I think that's going to be fine. We moved out for this construction wagon here, so I should be able to download an extraction district. I say download, I mean like get people out here to bust their ass in the cold weather to build it. But we'll do that, and we'll move our way towards the oil. It seems if things are next to each other, there's something that happens. So let's try and move some things next to each other. But we'll construct that district there. Our food district is just about to finish. This is important for me because it'll let me know if I need to do anything or if this will automatically connect. We currently have 0 available food, so 53 food needed. Let's let that district finish. And now we're only -8, so we have 45 available. Frost break to a construction wagon and build an extraction district for prefabs. We already got that underway. Build 2 housing districts. Optional, place the housing districts next to each other. Let's give that a try and see what happens. Now, I'm a benevolent leader. Our people need homes, and so we want to come here close to the heat. And so if we come here, we need 3. Let's get the maximum heat there. Now, actually, one second. How many are there? How many available heat tiles are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's not 6 available heat tiles. I need to frost break this. So what we're going to do is I want to maximize this and get 6 of these here. But then it's not going to be next to each other is the next problem, is it? You want your housing districts next to each other, they said. In any case, we'll put our housing district down here. Seems okay. Oh, we need 6. Oh, I see. So it takes 6 to do this. I see now. You want 3 of the 6 tiles to be near the generator and the other 3 to be somewhere else. I understand what's happening now. This is making way more sense. Perfect. So this is a full housing district with maximum bonuses. So we're going to do that. And while that's happening, I'm actually going to frost break. I need 2 more scraps to frost break. Okay, hold on a second. I am collecting scraps per week, so it should be okay. The whiteout is happening in 78 weeks. We're still low on food and low on housing and low on materials. So we got a lot of work to do here. I'm just going to follow the instructions and see what happens. So see if I can avoid death. Our prefab extraction is going great here. We have 24 weeks of prefabs remaining before we'll have to find another site. It's giving us 20 prefabs, but taking 20 heat and 20 materials, which is good for us to know. So we have to keep an eye on those. We don't want our people rioting over this. Oh no, Frostpunk 2 has these narrative events, I suppose. Oh no, Finn and Kella is gonna be a dead dude or something. This is gonna make me so sad. pouring sand in his hands. We've been here so many times. The soil is depleting. A couple more and there will be no point erecting the hothouses. There will be nothing to grow food on. And the yield is so low. Either we pull emergency shifts or tighten our belts. Otherwise, there might not be enough for everyone. We might not be able to fill the food stockpiles without exceptional measures. Consider asking the Wanderers to tighten belts or instill emergency shifts in the food district. How do I do that? 1 second here. I'm going to pause and figure that out. So I can come down to the Wanderers here, and I can ask them to tighten the belts. Hunger is significantly increased. That sounds bad, but food demand per capita is decreased, and that sounds reasonably good. So let's give it a go. So much of this game is making these tough choices. You know, you're going to make life miserable for people, but we're all trying to survive. What would you do to survive is kind of the moral question of this game. So now we had a surplus of food, which is great. We're only achieving it by starving our people, but you know, you got to start somewhere with a surplus, okay? Hunger we can survive, starvation no. That is right, Killian Kell. Don't let having a full belly get in the way of our moral philosophy here. Better 2 meals a day now than no meals a day later. It said 2 people were registered as sick. I don't really know what that means, but that's okay. I guess they're just frostbitten, frostpunked. They're getting frostpunked out here. Things are rough. I want to try the adjacency thing that's going on over here, so I'm gonna come down here. And no, I don't want to frost break. I already frost broke 2 areas unnecessarily. I don't want to make that mistake again. Housing districts going down. We need 3 near the heater and 3 near a housing district. So 1, 2, 3 near the generator. So it's getting maximum heat bonus. And then 1, 2, 3 near another housing district. So we're getting that maximum bonus plus 20 heat. So this seems like it's going to be the perfect housing district. I like this adjacency thing. That's pretty cool. I just noticed this in the top right as well. Much like Frostpunk 1, we're going to have temperature decreases. There's no getting warmer. It's only getting colder. And then there's a whiteout. Oh my god. I think it just said that 30 people froze to death. Good god. I'm the worst. We're killing people out here. Oh god. We're doing our best. There we go. We have housing now. Calm down. Everything's fine. Everyone has a place to live now. We've established some heat and shelter for our people. We must now turn our attention to the incoming whiteout. First, we must frostbreak to the small patches of fertile soil suitable for growing food. Then we must store it in easily accessible depots. We must move quickly so no one starves. I see. We have access to food. Prepare for the whiteout. We secured our immediate survival. Now we have to stockpile as much food as we can before the whiteout forces us to take shelter. To do that, we need to produce more food than our demand. We must be ready. Well, lucky ducks. I'm already producing 4 more food. Only a problem via starving. So we need to stock 40,000 food to survive the whiteout. I think it's time already to get our seal colony going. That seems like the good idea. That seems like the place to be at. So we're going to come down here. We're going to construct our food district. And that should be perfect. Let's get that seal colony going. Huddle the camp close together. Easier to trap the warmth. Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm building a canoodle village. This adjacency bonus, it's all about cuddling. Get in there, wrap your arms around the next closest homie, and warm it on up. Stockpiles will be ready in 1,422 weeks at the current rate. Well, that's cool. Thanks for freaking me out, my homie. I'm trying to do my best here. Into the black, burying the dead. We mourn those who have recently passed. Oh god, this is sad. As is our custom, we take them to the As is our custom, we take them to the oil pits. Shit. Oh god. We gently lower their bodies into the thick blackness. The fuel that keeps us warm in life likewise preserves us in death. I don't think that's how oil works, but let's roll with it. But death also erodes trust in our leaders. Without trust, there is no future. Trust and relations fall away every time people die. Well, as, you know, chief warmth in this cold tundra environment we're in, I think I'm frostpunking you. You're not frostpunking me out here. All right, materials are scarce. I need to get a material thing going. Can I even do that? I have not frost broken out to the materials yet, so let's get that done. So that'll be fine. Perfect. And that'll be enough to create these little districts out here, so that's perfect. We'll get that frost broken so we can get some materials in. All right, that's been frost broken. That food district's going down. We now don't have enough oil. So, hold up 1 second here. 67 weeks for the food stockpiles. This is going better. This is going better. Okay. Next up, let's get that oil colony in, or that oil thingy here. Extraction district. So it doesn't seem to get any bonus from being next to another oil district, which is a little bit sad. I really like this thing that's going over here with the housing. We'll get that going. And then can I also get a materials district going? Is that possible? I can indeed. So we have a materials district happening. We have more oil coming online. We have a surplus of food that will almost get us to the whiteout, which we can emerge at this point. We can emergency shift our way in. But with the lower temperatures, I don't know what that means. Are we going to need more? Oh, there's the whiteout. Are we going to need more heat? Are we going to need more food? Seals, if we hunt them all, they'll definitely will have enough for the whiteout. Yeah. No, we don't want seal forever. We want seal pre-whiteout. If we don't live past the whiteout, it doesn't matter how many seals there are for us to kill. Come on, let's get it together. All right, so there is minor squalor for having low materials, so hopefully that'll fix itself. A mysterious symbol, the captain's legacy. One of our frost-breaking crew uncovered the frozen remains of a man in a tattered uniform. His shoulder patch reads, New London Scouts, 3rd Platoon. New London sounds familiar. And he bears an obscure insignia. Some of our elders claim it belongs to a military organization, while others argue it has a religious significance. Maybe you've heard of this New London before and can settle their debate. Here we go. Let's find out. Let's ask VB. Van Bradley knows all the answers to these questions. Let's figure it out. Upon reflection, it seems like this question has actual impacts later in the game, and I'm not really ready to answer it. It symbolizes order. New London is a city of discipline that follows strong leadership and where militant squads keep the peace. This will create a continuity in which New London, which is I'm assuming what happens after the prologue, has embraced order to survive. It symbolizes faith. This will create a continuity in which New London has embraced faith to survive. I don't recognize this symbol. This will create a continuity in which New London has leaned on either order or faith. So I can pick or let the game pick for me. And in the spirit of me having really no idea what I'm doing, let's let the game pick for me and hope it picks correctly because I am lost. To be perfectly clear, I understand what's happening in the game. I'm just a bit of a silly goose and my people are freezing to death and I'm not doing the best job of preventing that, so we're trying out here. Look at that, plus 30 material surplus. That squalor is going away. It's diminishing. Hell yeah. Hunger is still minor though. Titan belts is belt tightening. We still have 729 available workforce. It makes more sense to just keep on adding food districts so we can stockpile more quickly. Other than our food running out in some of these areas, I'm not sure I see the harm in just getting more food districts to stockpile. I think we're going to need more. By the time it gets colder, it's a really warm, luxurious minus 20 Celsius right now. Once it gets colder, I'm assuming we'll need more food, but we'll figure that out when we get there. Oh no, oh dear, our resource deposit is nearly depleted. Prefabs remaining 140, so 7 weeks. So we need to get another prefab online as well, because we want to make sure those are coming in. I think we really screwed the pooch over here, because we got to find a way to frost break over. Are these prefabs? Yeah. Okay, we didn't. We're all good. Pooch unscrewed. We got this. So I don't think I need both prefabs going at one time. I think I'll just let the game figure that out for me. Like once this ends, we'll add that one. Let's pause though and add our third food district because it seems like that's a possibility for us. Food district going down. Is there any cool like textures in here? Yeah, this looks great. It looks like a little stadium almost, to be honest. The Dreadnought's doing its thing though. There's not a lot else I can do. I can overdrive it, but I'm going to turn the overdrive on when we get to lower temperatures, I believe. That would make the most sense. We have enough shelter available, which is perfect. I don't know. Are we going to gain more people at any point in this prologue? I don't know how long this prologue is meant to be or how important it is to the next part of the game, but we'll find out soon. Some people are ready to sacrifice themselves to lower the food required. Jesus, Treya, this is getting dark. I don't think that's necessary. I think we're going to try and live with everybody. I want everyone to make it to New London. We are also running up against our food stockpile shortly, so just know that we will need to build what I think is called a hub. It says down here, no, not food district, construct hubs, a food stockpile hub. It adds 15,000 to the stockpile capacity. So we'll need 2 of these to reach the stockpile. We need to get to 14,000. This is where this game gets so exciting for me. This is so fun to have these little adjacencies. If I put it next to the food district, it makes the work requirement minus 10. I think I want to do that down by the work requirement though. Can I get... Oh, I can't get all three. Where can I put this that makes sense? Perfect. Minus 10% workforce requirement. Let's add it right there. That seems great. And so that'll give us the opportunity to store even more food, and it will make the workforce requirement of this food district even less, which is wonderful. Food depots. Preserving food for the whiteout. Our stores are almost full of food, but we need to store more. I already got ahead of that, and that was an accident, but thank you, homie. I appreciate that. Sometimes I do good things. Sometimes I pay attention. Sometimes I look around and see what's going on and intuitively figure it out. Not often, though. We don't have a ton of workforce left, and I wonder if there's a way to increase this, because if not, I'm kind of just approaching the point where I'm just going to fast forward through it, which I don't think they would make a part of this. So I suspect there is a way to increase the workforce here. I guess part of that is building the food hubs. That makes sense. Yeah, you can see I gained 100 back. That's incredible. And now we have up to 25,000, so I will need one more to store 40,000. Maybe two more just to make sure we have a definite enough, you know? If we're going to have the workforce and we're going to have the extra oil, though, and we're going to have the materials, I want to get these districts done. I want to make sure we're using all the districts. So the prefabs are out, though. The prefabs are done. So let's get this prefab district in. Prefabs are going down. Can I decommission this? Do I get the waste back? Demolish this district and all its buildings. Yes, absolutely. That was a thing in Frostpunk 1 as well, demolishing things and getting some of the materials back. So that seems like a good use of our time. I also want to make sure I have access to every resource just in case we end up needing it. I just don't know what happens when things get colder, and I don't want to be caught off guard. So I want to make sure there's no other resources down there. Oh, this oil is really far away. Yeah, we might have to do some frost breaking out there. So I just want to make sure we're ahead of things and not behind them. The colder temperatures are coming in, and I'm wondering what negative effect that's going to have. It could be that it's slower to build things. It takes longer to frost break things. I hope we're more ahead than we are behind, but I suspect as soon as this temperature drops, we're going to need to spend more oil. We're probably going to need to spend more food as well. So I hope we've covered this off enough. Oh, I'm so nervous for what's going to happen at this temperature drop. I'm just, more people are going to die. It's going to be so sad. Oh, God. Oh, God. I hope I got enough ahead of this. Anticipating that we're going to need more oil for this next era with the cold, I'm just going to build that district because I don't think the oil stockpiles. Yeah, the oil doesn't stockpile. God darn it. Okay, colder season. This is bad. The oil's not stockpiling. We don't have enough oil. Hold up. Extraction requirements 120, 120. Oh, we just need a lot of heat. Okay, so I gotta turn on. Hold up. I got it. I gotta turn on the overdrive. Yeah, output's 240, but we need 325. And there's no day or night cycle at the moment, and so I can't do the thing you do in Frostpunk 1 where you just kind of, you know, turn the overdrive on. The overdrive doesn't even do it. How do I create more? Or do we just die? Do we just... it's gonna get colder again. But then the whiteout happens. So it gets colder right before the whiteout. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. So how do I increase the heat? Is there anything I can do to increase the heat? We don't need more housing. I don't think there's much I can do there. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like there's anything I can do. It seems like that we're just going to have to be in a minus 37 for most of it. The game's not even giving me another option. The good news is, though, it does say the stockpile is still going to reach at the same rate. So that's good. If you're playing Frostpunk 2 for the first time along with this, there's surely somebody here. 2970 are the members we have here. We can take scraps from them and give scraps back to them. I'm just going to... do I want my relationship to improve? We have tightened their belts. Oh my... Can I tighten their belts again? No, I can't. Okay, I think I'm just going to leave it for now. I think I want to stockpile the scraps a little bit. I've messed it up again. I completely forgot to install the other food hub. So I got to get that food hub in. Food stockpile hub. Let's go. All right. The good news is they build it quickly. They build that stockpile quick. Now, are we going to run out 21 weeks till this food runs out? And 46 weeks till this food runs out. So I actually want to build another hub over here. Is this going to work? Yeah. Because I think this hub might go away when this depletes. This is the best we can do for prefabs, I think. Are there any other prefabs on the map? A whiteout draws near, a sacrifice. People in the camp are getting tense. They worry we won't gather enough food in time. Are they crazy? Have they seen my statistics on food, you know, consumption and food storage? We're killing it. The whiteout will arrive in 24 weeks. We've currently stockpiled not enough, but we're getting there. Food production. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Do not resort to extremes. We are not resorting to extremes. We are keeping everyone for New London. We are getting everyone through this. The stockpile is going to be ready in 9 weeks, homies. Don't stress. Don't stress. I got you. There are no more prefabs on this map, though. So once we extract the prefabs, they're completely extracted. Yeah, I can't even turn the overdrive on for very long because it's just going to cause problems. All right, let's turn the overdrive off for a bit. Decrease that. I think I'm going to want the overdrive for this brief period between the cold out and the whiteout here. I suppose, give or take, though, if we have this surplus of oil, I can come down here and adjust the districts to do less work or whatever it is, to take less resources as well. Oh, we actually do have a heat surplus now, which is great. Okay, that's good. I don't know how that happened, but that's wonderful. We're approaching our 40,000, which I think means we just need to keep a positive surplus here. Food secured. We did it. We secured enough food to survive the incoming whiteout. Our workers will make some last-minute preparations before the storm arrives. We should try and keep our people warm for this time. We will survive. Now we wait. Wait until the whiteout hits? That's ominous. So our food facility here ran out of food to facilitate, but it seems like the hub's doing okay, so it seems like we're fine. It seems like everything is going to be okay. We're going to get to the whiteout and see what happens here in 7 weeks. We have an oil surplus, we have a food surplus, we have a materials surplus, we have a housing, everything is correct, everything's good, we should be fine. And when I say fine, I mean our people are going to marginally survive one of the most horrifying cold experiences to ever befall human beings. All right, things are going to get colder. Let's see what that does to our oil. I want to make sure we're still in a surplus. Oh, God. Oh, the whiteout is here. Okay, can I generate? Overdrive. Go, go, go. Oh, God. Oh, God, everybody. I thought this... Oh, no. Oh, dear. Did we make it? Come on, please make it. We had enough food. Against all odds, the Wanderer's survival. When the whiteout hit the camp, the Wanderers were ready. Everyone was thankful we acted fast and gathered enough food in time. The miracle of the seal colony strengthened our hope that our journey will lead us to a promised land. Our elders have added this story to our great tales, alongside warnings about a sinful city that still pumps smoke to this day. We survived. Saving. We got 2 achievements on Steam. We survived the end of the world. Well, some did. Some definitely died early on. 30 people. They're gone. They're gone. It's not the capital W, we. Now what? Oh, God. Okay, Frostpunk. Now what's going to happen? This is wacky. Oh, God. It's still cold. Is there any version of this game where it's warm? I imagine this game turns into Tropico. Once you beat Frostpunk, you get to play Tropico. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Frostpunk 2. What is this utopia? Wow. These people are having a great time. The old captain is dead. New London is weak. Oh, God. Food is low. Overpopulation looms and coal is running out. People yearn for a future worth dreaming of, but is it the same future for all? Not for those 30 dead people. They gone. They super dead. We put them in the oil. Keep the city together. Aye, aye, Captain. Or hold its hand on its deathbed. That's likelier to happen, but not because I want it to, because my own ineptitude will lead us there naturally. Chapter 1, Scraping the Barrel. Oh my goodness. Well, this is a good chapter break for this. Oh, here we go. This is the perfect chapter break for this episode on YouTube. If you enjoyed this is my first foray into the world of Frostpunk on YouTube. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know in the comments what you think. If people are really digging this on the main channel, I'll keep it on the main channel. If not, we'll move episodes 2 through the end onto the VB Plays channel. Just in case this playthrough moves over there, that'll be in the description below. But thank you so much for watching. We only killed 30 people, so we made it through the prologue. Coal is running out. Let's see if we can remedy the situation in New London in the next episode. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.